may your will be glorified. Save our children from the wicked, sick pedophilias and the people who mutilate our kids. And thank President Trump that he is planning ahead. We pray for the transitional team well-being. And may your will for your will. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Let me play this.
Many people have been wondering why I have remained quiet since election night. I believe it's better not to comment until I have the facts. Wisconsin Election Commission is in the final process of finalizing the canvass from last Tuesday's election.
Pray for the
Like many of my supporters, I was shocked by what unfolded on election night. At 1 a.m., I was receiving calls of congratulations, and based on the models, it appeared I would win the Senate race. Then at 4 a.m., Milwaukee reported approximately 108,000 absentee ballots, with Senator Baldwin receiving nearly 90% of those ballots. Statistically, this outcome seems improbable, as it didn't match the patterns from same-day voting in Milwaukee, where I received 22% of the votes. Since last Wednesday, numerous parties have reached out to me about voting inconsistencies, such as certain voting precincts in Milwaukee having turnout of over 150% of registered voters, and in some cases over 200%.
Wow.
Welcome, everyone. Here
Wow.
first to talk about the election. They're still stealing House seats and the Senate seats. They took really three of them. Kerry Lake, for one, this guy in Wisconsin, the one in Michigan. They stole them all. I think we're going to survive the one in, although they're still fighting it in Pennsylvania. And our own party won't seat the Republican Senate or in the Senate because they're trying to rush through anti-Trump leader in the Senate. Their new majority leader is going on. Welcome, Crystal and Ellen. So you are out in the worst areas, out in California. What's going on with the elections out there?
Well, I'm in San Francisco, and let me declare, California is coming back to Golden State. California is Golden State again. I believe that we have turned, well, we don't have to turn red. We have been red. It's just that they control the vote and they lie and cheat us. We understand that California has been red and San Francisco has been red. That I understand. So I want people to know that don't give up. If I don't give up, no one should give up. This is my opinion. I'm in San Francisco, and I watch how they corrupt and watch how they count the ballot. So this is in San Francisco. Election night, November 5th, 9 o'clock, I was at Pier 31. Pier 31 is where the ballot, every ballot from that day that will be dropped in that place, it's the warehouse. So this is what happened. About 9:30, 10 o'clock, the ballot will be coming from 501 polling places. However, they already announced the winner. Winner, chicken dinner already. And the vote is not even in and not even open. I believe 150,000 vote is not accounted for, but they already announced the winner. So if we don't have one ID, one vote, one day, and it'll take forever. San Francisco, right now we're in report number 10, I believe today. Report number 10, and it still have not finalized all the votes. So this is San Francisco, California.
How in hell are you only up to 60% of the vote counted there?
Well,
in all of California.
Today, I don't know how many percent of the vote is counted.
23. They have 24% left.
Oh, so like I said, I did not watch today, but I have one of the report that I got a couple days ago, and San Francisco that it's unbelievable to see the reality of real vote, because we have undocumented people vote, illegal vote, dead people vote, and a non-existent address vote. How do I know? Because I'm running for office. I got all this voters roll, and I want to ask them all those illegal questions. And then, for example, on election night, I believe by law that you have to have two drivers to pick up the ballots. However, in San Francisco, it's only one driver. And I believe that all the ballot has to be in a lockbox. But in San Francisco, they don't have lockbox. Not all the ballots. And in San Francisco, they contracted to contractors who do not speak English. And I asked them, who are they? They're undocumented, Spanish speaking. And so my question is, are we really in an election? Are we doing something behind the scene? Because you contract the people who count our vote, okay, who are undocumented people. I'm not talking about illegal or legal. Undocumented, non-citizen who do not speak English, counting our ballot, and the ballot is not even arrived. They already announced winner. So,
Yeah.
What's happening out there in Crystal on your elections?
Well, I really focused on this. I will tell you at 8:05 p.m. election night, they went ahead and called the state for Kamala without even, and people were basically just stopped voting at 8 o'clock. And so that really made a lot of people upset. Well, the state of California has 58 counties, and I want you to know that 29 of them voted for Trump. Trump received 40% of the vote. And if we're being honest, we had to have had voter ID requirements for this state, which is not blue. We are not liberal here, and I've been saying this for many years now. We proved that people want change. They did vote for Trump. Like I said, he received 40% of the vote. Over 29 counties, 50% of the whole state voted for Trump. They are still counting ballots in my county, which is Orange County, which holds, Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, all the beach cities. Well, as of it was Friday, Saturday in the afternoon, Trump had that county under his belt, so to speak. But as of the next day, we noticed that it was taken away. So Kamala votes are still counting, and all the tallies are going up. In her favor, she's actually he still has a popular vote, but in the state of California, I see those numbers change. There's been 2 bomb threats to make people evacuate the voting centers out here. And what they had to do was leave the buildings with the ballots all out, these uncounted ballots.
All open.
All the people came in and had to do whatever they had to do. And they sent police dogs in where they found out that there was no bomb. And this happened twice. I've been getting these notifications late at night. But Adam Schiff, little pencil neck Adam Schiff, which Trump calls him. I think that's the correct way. He somehow beat Steve Garvey. Steve Garvey actually received more votes than Kamala, which would seem just like the Carrie Lake phenomenon that's going on, where
so basically they just added more votes.
Well, it was. Oh, in Orange County, that's Orange County. Okay, that's Orange County. But what we're trying to look at here, in Orange County, that's right. So you have LA County, which is different. But
you did take some House seats back there in California.
Yeah. But there's stuff going on, and election integrity is still at stake. And I think that a lot of people are now looking, into this, like Ellen was saying, all the corruption and the ways that they are hiring people that don't speak our language, can't, it's just really something to see this.
Oh, yesterday I had a friend of mine who is working with the election integrity. I believe that the Trump team filed a lawsuit against California because right at 8 o'clock, they already announced winner. I'm telling you, I was there at Pier 31 in San Francisco and watching them. And the ballot is not even arrived. You're talking about 150,000 ballot minimum on that day. And they already, so-and-so won already. So you're talking about minimum 10 million in California. 10 million votes has not counted. And then they already announced, Kamala Harris, a winner for California, So this is what we learned, okay, from the media, Crystal and Jerry. Kamala run the no ID
all the
blue
no ID states.
cities. So can you imagine if we facial recognition or fingerprinting, one ID, one vote? None of the Democrats will win a thing. I'm telling you.
Very few. Very few.
Well, Elon Musk had just yesterday on the 11th of November, he did put on his Twitter X, he did outline all the no voting requirement ID requirements for all the
That's
blue
right.
states. And he made this a little meme and said coincidence. And so everybody is now seeing this. The
Yes.
161 and why.
Well, the liberals are trying to blame it on it being on Starlink or something like that. I guess it really wasn't actually on that, but that's a rumor on the other side.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to say. Because I know Ellen's got to go, I want to play you a little bit of this right now.
Okay.
We have the footage in Pennsylvania and Michigan and Georgia at again midnight. All these trucks pulling up, all these cars pulling up with California plates, Rhode Island plates, trying to carry in these magic ballot boxes. But there were so many Trump lawyers and people inside.
California, look
At
at
a certain
that.
point, they just said, let's not even try it. They tried the exact same thing. We were on the air at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock Eastern. We saw it stop when Trump was ahead in the key battlegrounds. Owen and I both said, looks like they're about to try it again. Trump better get out there and talk about this. But at some point, they blinked. Because as you said, all those states were unified, doing the same thing at the same time. The counting magically stops, just like in 2020. I thought they might start.
Trump already had lawyers there to block him from doing that, and they had people inside.
Right. What happened was once they were at 95 or 98% of the tally of the ballots. So when they arrived this time, if they would have turned in all the extra ballots, they would have read something like 120 or 25%, and then they would have been busted, and everybody would have known what they did in 2020. So they said, "Oh, okay, we won't do that." So that's really
look in Carrie Lake's thing. A lot of these ballots were printed on different paper again. They're accepting them. They went through for Carrie Lake's case.
Oh gosh.
You know, we now an average person in America now understand why our nation has been so down to the toilet to many blue cities and states, and it's not we, the people, did not vote for good. It is we have been played and we have been fooled and controlled by the deep state cabal. I call them puppet masters. Now we learn, because there's no way in the world that America gets so bad. An average person, you will not vote, like for example in San Francisco, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You will not vote for someone who mutilate your kids and cut their private part.
It's not true.
Will you? You will not vote for someone who continue to give free illegal needles, illegal drugs to drug our homeless people. Mm-hmm. Would you?
Never.
You will not vote for open border and give $1,300 to $1,500 a month while our veterans dying on the street. Would you like to vote for them? I mean, I'm just asking all those basic human questions. Why would you
see what they did with FEMA? Got caught. They were going past Trump places and only giving service to other places that weren't Trump places.
Oh, yeah. I can only give my example, okay? I'm running for mayor in San Francisco. When I campaign, I have Trump 2024. I have Ellen 2024. My campaign truck has been hit on purpose, hit and run right in front of us, and my flat has been stolen, and I got eggs thrown at myself, and missed it and hit my car.
Workers.
I had people throw coffee at me on my table and my car. So it tells me we are not dealing with the blood and flesh. We're dealing with
something.
What we're dealing with.
Soulless people, but also
soulless and wicked people. It's a spiritual battle we are facing in people.
Right.
I go outside when people see I have a Trump head. They call me names and give me middle fingers.
Well, did you hear about what happened in a school out here in California in Chino Hills?
What happened?
Just pretty close by. A student walked into class the day after Trump won with a Trump hat on, and the teacher yelled at him, and all the other students started recording just at the audio. And so
pretty bad too.
News picked it up, and it's gone viral. And I tried to upload it to Facebook so people could see it, and they told me I'd get a community violation, so I could not upload the video.
Wow.
You can get it on Twitter. You can see it hear it on Twitter. You can't see anything. You can hear
you can see the news reporting, and you can So you did hear it, and so
I heard part of it. Someone edited it, but I guess it's a lot longer than that. The teacher was insane.
Oh,
absolutely insane.
Okay.
Wow.
If that teacher was yelling at my son or daughter that way,
you'd show up the next day and kick ass, basically, Jerry.
Yeah.
Real. But this
The
is
whole staff.
ridiculous that Ellen's being treated like this, and that a student, a little child would be, and I don't know the age, but this is for sure, like you're saying, Ellen, I agree with you.
Yes.
This is a spiritual battle, and this is an attack.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Look at me. I consider myself a friendly person, and I campaigned with a lot of patriots. I did not do anything to anyone. All I did is on the street, vote Trump, vote Ellen, and then I got all this negativity. Well, middle finger is something light, okay? But pouring coffee, putting eggs, and hitting cars and all this.
They also
Oh, no,
threaten
yeah.
you too.
You know what I
physical
tell them? I said, if you don't like America, get out of America.
Seriously.
Because I'm campaigning
Well,
for a
Crystal,
better.
you've been attacked, right?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, this is something you just don't go out by yourself anymore. I'd go out by myself, and
Yes.
I've had gangs show up at these town halls when I was
Wow.
in campaigns against Maxine Waters, and been hit. And I already have stuff, and so when on purpose, my back, they just bumped me really hard, and so I've had to, and
On purpose.
the police on purpose, and the police are not
Wow.
there for you. They are not there to help. They will not. They
Right.
won't.
So in my situation, I try not to wear the Trump hat for the next 6 weeks because I've been told a lot of people throwing stuff because I have experienced myself to protect myself because Trump won the race already. So I just changed my hat. Jesus love you. So I love Jesus.
Well, they get mad with wearing the Jesus stuff too, though. I guess in some
And I
cases.
changed my color. I don't want to wear red. These people, they see a red hat, they automatically associate with Trump. Even it says, I love Jesus or Jesus love you.
Isn't that something? They're triggered
Yes.
by this color in your area worse than anything. Which we're around. I tell you what we did yesterday. My husband and I went up to Seal Beach, which is right the next beach after Huntington Beach almost, and we went to this Trump store that went viral. I forget the name of it. It's in Seal Beach. I think it's called Beachy or something. And they just talked about how I said, oh, I'm sure the community's there for you. And they're like, no, the community is not. And it's Huntington Beach is very conservative, but the attack is real, and that's right there by LA County.
Yes.
But attacks for having the whole place is merged out with, Trump gear. It is incredible. I did a Facebook Live, but the attack is so real and so wrong for people to do this and have this.
God must have protected you a few times. The
Wow.
Huntington Beach area is pretty bad sometimes, right?
Well, we were rallying every time we rallied in the past few times. It's been
Well,
fine.
2016 was even worse, I think, right?
Orange County's different than where Ellen is. And 2016, we had Antifa and BLM was resurrected, like they were out.
Oh,
there.
did you see that on the news? They have Antifa and with masks and hoods in Seattle.
Oh,
and
they
big,
coming
big
back
city
out.
areas.
That's right.
That's right. They're coming back and trying to give people a hard time. That's why. And now I don't wear a Trump hat for now to be safe for now.
Okay.
You don't know what
Oh,
kind
no.
of crazy people that we are facing. And
That's
well, I have my Trump hat. I just try not to wear. I just put Jesus love you now for now.
But they get mad. They get triggered by Jesus. You seen what happened at Kamala Harris's rally when they were
Oh, yeah.
chanting that, and then they
That's
go,
right.
okay,
That's right.
That's right. Here she
You're at
said
the
that
wrong
they're on the
rally.
wrong crowd. Oh, you know what happened to me? Let me share with you something. So I went to this church the weekend before election, to set a table outside the church. And we were told to move your table. You're not in there. And then they hold a sign and says, not affiliated with that. They pointed to our table. It's
Oh, no,
on
they
the
didn't.
street. So it just
The
tells
church
me that we
said
have a
that?
lot of church people. They don't like Trump. They
They
because
lied. They
San
believe-
Francisco
pro-abortion then.
exactly because you have people don't believe in protecting little human beings. So I try to educate people. I said, look, if you don't like Trump, I get it. But if you like Kamala Harris, I get it. Can I ask you a question? Why would you vote for a person who opened the border and invite all this illegalness coming to America and undocumented, and we have 350,000 kids missing? Why would you vote for that? So that's number one. Number two, no, if you don't like Trump, I get it. Can I ask you, why would you support a woman and put a abortion clinic right outside the convention of the Democratic Party? I mean, if you are Christian, and you believe the Bible said what? Thou shalt not murder. I mean, wait a minute. So I said, if you don't like Trump, I get it. But why would you vote for a person who destroyed California, destroyed San Francisco?
They're
You know the
destroying our
Proposition
kids too
47.
with all this
If
trans
you
stuff.
don't make if you don't steal $950, it's not a crime in California.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, talk about
why
that
would
cop
you
that
vote
went.
for a leader who in office and did nothing
Mhm.
to help us, but all of a sudden, well, if I'm in the office, I'm going to be do this. So my question, why doesn't she do it right now? She's in office for 4 years right now. So
We thought
So-
about
Right. Prop 36. Tell us
Yeah,
about that.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically Prop 47 was
47.
allowing, I think I think it was 49 or 40, one of those props was allowing crime to be
47, Proposition 47 and passed in 2014.
yeah,
And anything that you stole less than $950 is
$50.
not a felony. So since then,
Right.
the crime has been rocking. People
Yeah.
just basically walk to
Yeah,
the
more than
store and they
950 anyways.
rampage everything.
and
And
they
that's not a
they would
crime.
go out after they stole and go right back in, and they let it happen. The police officers had their hands tied. Well, we
Right.
all took a vote. All of us voted, and they probably didn't want it to pass, but everybody found out how to vote against that prop, and 36
Yes.
put it out, and we
Praise
won.
the Lord, finally. People figure it
Yeah.
out.
Now, what's going to happen when someone does steal? Are they going to actually arrest them and put them in jail? And how much
Well,
do they have to steal?
I cannot
in order-
comment
Basically-
until it happens.
Yeah, exactly. But I looked into this. It is supposedly going to go after even drug dealers if they were to sell a drug
Yeah.
and somebody overdoses, and then they can be put in jail for murder. But this made Gavin Newsom very upset because he's going to have to spend millions of dollars opening back up the prisons. So he's held a meeting right away to come against Trump.
You mean
And-
all those ones that go to the school board meetings and went to jail can get out now because they'll have to make room?
So
basically-
this is what I learned. This is what I learned in California, okay? Remember San Francisco is a snakehead, okay? Remember that. San Francisco is a snakehead. All this wicked policy birthed from San Francisco. So this is what I received 3 days ago. You know the Democratic leaders, you know what they did?
It's hard to
They
beat
sent out the
LA.
memos. They sent out the memo and tell the people, get ready to fight against Trump. So our people, we the people want quality of life. We want jobs, families, protect kids, and everybody's happy, win-win, you know. But what they did is fight against the president who want prosperity for American. So I love the policies that President Trump is doing so.
Oh, he's picking
And I-
some good people this time.
He
too.
only declared winning the night or the day after the election, and the policy is already effected. The caravan turn away; they don't come to America anymore. The drug
No,
dealers
you-
stop. The war cease, and a lot of
You're
things.
going to have higher
happening.
gas
Good.
tax out there now, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So Gavin got so upset, he held a meeting, and now in January the 1st, we're having all these things come on us, and one of them is a 65 or 85 cent per gallon gas tax hitting us. And
Yeah.
this is a
Well, he
crime.
didn't like the gas prices going
Crazy.
down. Since Trump was coming in,
People are
gas
already
prices are already
starting-
going down.
People are already starting to look to do another recall, and I'm 100% certain that we did recall Gavin because
Yes.
they did the same stuff when they elected him. They called
Yes.
the election for him at 8 o'clock. People
Yes.
were still in line. I'll never forget this moment. I
Yes.
was in against Maxine Waters' campaign with Omar Navarro at the time when he was cool, and I was watching this. And so basically, I think he was installed, and I don't believe that he left when we recalled him. But they're talking about recalling him again because I think he has 2 more years. I think I'm not. Sure.
I believe so. We tried to recall him earlier this year, and we figure out if we recall him, he will not be the president candidacy. So we did that. So it stopped him. This whole thing with the Democrats, okay? I'm not talking about one person. I'm talking about the Democrat leaders, the group of leaders, and it's only a few leaders, and they literally have rituals that we've seen. If you follow Alex Jones, he talk about all those rituals, pedophilia, and talk about the Democratic parties and some of the Republican people also. And you really look at their actions. We, the people, want to protect our family, and everybody enjoy the freedom that God gave it to us. But the Democrats, only a few of the leaders, they continue to advocate for what? LGBTQ,
Ellen,
transgenderism.
someone's asking for your website image. Your website image?
You
What's
mean
the-
my image?
Yeah.
Oh, mayorallen.com.
Yeah,
Mayorallen.com.
that's what's behind her.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Mayorallen.com. I just finished my campaign running for mayor, and you know how the criminals controlling the outcome. I was never allowed to be in the debate, in a regular debate, and suppress my information. Even the San Francisco GOP do not
remember
endorse me.
out in San Francisco being a Republican, she took second out there
Well,
against the Democrats.
That is amazing.
this time, 2024, we have 15 people. Okay, 15 people running for mayor.
You told me.
I am number 6. Remember the so-called the self-identified top 5 they control with all this debate, all this release and everything, press release and everything, and even the San Francisco Republican Party they endorse a Democrat, not me. You see how it works?
Wow,
in
that is crazy. You're kidding? No way.
Yes.
Oh
You
my
go to
God.
check it out.
That is awful. I cannot believe
Jerry, go sfgop.org.
you, I
You go
just-
check it out. They still in there. They endorse a Democrat over me. They
We'll
pretend I
believe
don't
you.
exist.
It'll take me a while
That
to
is
find that.
unbelievable. Wow.
So Kami Harris is going to run for. I'm hearing for maybe an
Supreme
office out there, maybe governor.
I hear different things. I hear Supreme Court justice. I hear
I
they
heard
want
that
to
too.
somewhere. She basically ran her campaign in the ground. She was $20-something million in debt, then another $20-something million because she couldn't pay the people the last night.
There's some email going out from her, I guess, that she's trying to raise money
Yeah, and nobody
for a
believes her right now.
recall. She's trying to get money from people for a recall.
Recall
A
for what?
recount, not
Oh,
recall.
recount.
Right.
Oh, that is laughable. Why?
Yeah. Well, she'll get some money that way. I don't know if she'll get
Oh,
the
I
20.
see. Okay. She needs money
You
to get out of debt. She's in $40-something million in debt.
Trump, I wouldn't do what he was talking about, giving her the 20 million. I said, no way, don't give her the
Wow.
20
What
million.
he said?
I guess he said that he might do it or something. Someone
What?
just posted it. I don't know if it's true. Yeah, I think that's insane. You know,
Why would he do that? I mean, that scares me. What?
he doesn't want. Well, he doesn't want the vendors get hurt. You know,
Wow.
Trump was offering to pay the debt. My husband's giving me an update. That is
Yeah,
really strange.
because
Why?
of the vendors. He didn't want her to stiff the vendors.
Oh,
Wow.
because the vendors. Oh, he's that. No, oh gosh. Oh, that's right. The people.
She'll just stiff them. She won't pay him.
Gosh, does Daddy Trump have to do everything? I mean, seriously, he's cleaned up all the mess.
Oh
All the
yeah,
love.
I think he's hiring a lot of good people out there.
Seriously.
if you ask me.
I believe
What else?
because you know, Trump had a heart to help the people back to prosperity. That's the word I keep hearing, prosperity. I believe that he sees it and he experienced it, and he also a business person. So this is what I learned from Trump. You live in a village. If one person get rich and everybody is eating garbage and getting poor, what's the point? But if everybody had equal chance, and you know they talk about equity, and everybody is able to have equal opportunity and happy together, not just one person happy and everybody is suffering like San Francisco. You only had a few elites inside City Hall, and they party, they drink, and they dance. And then you go outside, just right across from City Hall, people are dying, people overdose, people are unhoused, and a lot of people are suffering, and a lot of people missing in San Francisco. Human trafficking.
I agree with someone that commented that they don't want to certify Trump when it comes to the House here in January.
That's right.
That's
right.
why they're desperately fighting so hard to get the House right now. Trying to steal it.
They don't want to lose it all, baby, but they are. And for all
Well,
the
if they can get the House, they can not certify him.
the gay people can be very happy because Trump's favorite song is the YMCA. So I mean, they should come on and be happy. And it's party time, people. It's party time. And I'm sorry, the Democrats lost it all. They are losing the House, and they're not going to recount and get it back. So just go ahead and get over it.
Hi, Vivi.
Join the party.
Oh, So this is my my feedback to the Democrats. It's not about your party or Republican Party. It's about we in this planet. We're supposed to share and have the equal opportunity. If you do not like what you see, and we learn to deal with it. But you see the Trump people, they don't go out to burn cities. They don't go out to burn business. They don't shave their head or hair, whatever. and and we try to what's that called, compromise with peace. I mean,
Yeah.
like myself, I try to be a peaceful person. I try not to make a police report every time people throwing stuff at me. I didn't have time to make all this police report. During my campaign, I only make 3 police report. One, it's one guy came to me and poured coffee on my campaign table and my equipment, and stole my Trump flag away from me. And the other one, and
They get physical.
one car purposely hit my camping car and drove away. So I have to make a police report on that one. And the other one, I have my 3 flags from my camping truck. One is Trump 2024, one is United States, the other one is San Francisco. They took it off and rip it off and walk away from that.
I've
So
heard
I
of
make 3
bunch of-
police report. And if I had make police report, I would have make about 10 police report.
You know what,
But-
Ellen? I'll tell you, that's very gracious of you. A lot of people felt that same way in LA County, and they did not make police reports. So
Yes.
it made the crime stats go down, and it looked like it's better in different areas because the police were not doing anything anyway. So a lot of people had that opinion.
Yeah, all the arrest, it doesn't
Well,
sound
because
like
if
an
I
arrest.
make a police report, it takes
They'll
2
do
hours
it.
to wait for them to come. I
Well,
just didn't
also
have
all
time.
those, they're just letting them get away with all that stealing that's happening.
Yeah, the
all the time.
laws are set up to help the criminals, but I think people
They
have
wanna-
hope.
They want
Again.
to drive businesses out, really.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
hoping that this really helps us here in California, that Gavin is not successful to hurt our state further against what Trump wants to do.
Well, my
so-
opinion, my
Okay.
opinion with many of those Democratic leaders, either they resign or they be removed from their position.
They're not
They
gonna
have
resign.
not done any good stuff to protect our kids. All they campaigning is on abortion, killing more kids. They campaigning
Before
on.
the inauguration, do you think they'll do some serious rioting or burning?
No, I mean, I haven't seen
I-
it.
I have no
I think
idea.
they're gearing up for that.
Well, Jerry, I'll tell you what. This is what's really has happened. The day after the election, we woke up the next day. Fires broke out all over the place around the area, in my area in California. So this is
Really?
yes. Big
Wow.
And Ventura County is under attack. Ventura County has a lot of crops with avocados, a lot of fruits and things like that. And Ventura County has been under a quite huge attack. So this is
By
kept.
who?
Um,
Antifa?
no, the climate.
Oh, okay.
The climate
yeah.
change.
Also, they're using the microwave
So
technology.
this is what I think. They're harping
blue
and
beams.
it's kept the news. They are not breathing a word about the election results. They're
Mm.
always giving fire updates. So I'll say to my husband, we get in the car, hey, let's turn on the news so we can get the fire updates. Because I mean, and it's not funny, but it is. It's just like
It's
Ah,
predictable. Predictable.
they don't want to talk about it. Trump
Well-
has won every day. We've had a new fire, and it's scary. And this should bring us right.
What's the excuse for the new tax in California on the gas? Is it because of climate?
No, we're being punished for carbon. It's worse.
Well, that's the climate then.
We're being
basically.
punished for.
Although it just came out that they've been lying to us. Did you see that they're lying to us about plants and trees actually making a third more oxygen than they were claiming? So all their numbers are way
That's
off on
right.
the climate change. The plants are actually making more oxygen
Of course
than
they
they're
are.
talking about. They would get rid of more of the CO2. So all their numbers are bull crap.
It is,
Absolute
and
bull crap.
the foliage actually helps block radiate the 5G and the stuff that's coming off. So if you're still covered around foliage and greenery, you're good. You're better off.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about the chemtrails here, about it looking like a cloud.
I just give you a website, Jerry, in the
I
private
did see
chat.
too. What are those websites? I did see it.
I give you a website that says
Oh,
Stop
just now.
the World Control. Able to see it?
The last one. Okay.
Ah.
Let me drag it over here.
So Stop World Control, the website, I believe, is inspired by the Holy Spirit. This couple coming from another country,
What does
they,
this about?
I'll bring it up on the screen and I'm getting it
Because
there.
I have
Now.
a
yeah,
lot of information on the solar radiation.
yeah. You see that? The crime against humanity, the world domination, and the future, they talk about everything that the fake news keep talking about. And I believe that this couple was inspired by the Spirit come to America to
Oh,
educate us. When a lot of America believe in the Mockingbird media, and I was like, wow, this is amazing that God, through the Spirit, guide people to
Well,
teach
who's
us.
not happy that Trump got elected,
oh,
and I
really?
think he's going to take us out of NATO,
Well,
which is a
remember
good
we
thing.
talk about Trump when Trump was campaigning, and he talked about that United States belong to we the people. We deserve the freedom, right? The United States does not belong to the globalists. So nobody talk about the globalists. When I'm campaigning in San Francisco, if you go to my website, I talk about the globalists. I talk about this website, how the people has been manipulate our elections on purpose for minimum 20 years that I understand. So in San Francisco, there's no conservative won any seat for 59 years.
I agree, Dennis.
59 years.
I
And
was
in
was fine.
California, and then they keep saying a blue. No, it's not blue. They just manipulate the vote, election fraud, and election interference.
Well, there's no voter ID. They can stuff those ballots really bad. There
Well,
was
we
a
have,
video some years ago about a guy going around and voting like 48 times, and he was videotaping it each time he was going into a different polling place so he could vote in a different district.
yeah,
You know?
because there's no ID needed. You just tell
Yeah, he
them
was
what's
just
your name
walking
and they
into
give you
them.
a ballot.
Yeah, he had his name in the records because he registered in so many places.
Yeah.
But there's no
If you
ID.
go down to this website, Stop the World Control, they'll tell you a lot of details. They have themes, explain what the globalists wanted to
FEMA
do.
caps.
Well,
Well, FEMA camps. What's that about? Talk about that.
well,
FEMA
uh,
caps.
yes. Remember when we have the COVID-19 lockdown? They originally they wanted to take the Christians to go to camp because majority of the Christians and Catholics who have religious exemptions, that they wanted to kill them all. They
Oh,
wanted to detain them. That's why they set those up, and God intervened and stopped them. For people who have time, they could go to the website and learn more about it. I'm kind of scrolling down and learn a lot from that website. By God's divine appointment, I was learning a lot from there, and because I experienced myself. Remember, I was wrongfully terminated in September 2022 in San Francisco for telling the truth and explain that because I am a public health worker, and in any injection or any treatment that you get, you have to have informed consent. But this situation, they never have informed consent. They just tell people what to do, and then you have to shut up, or you have no job, or you cannot fly, you cannot go out to eat, and everything that I experienced, I'm like, wow, it just come to this website, and it's like I didn't know that
You and Liz
before.
got into this, didn't you, Crystal, in the past?
well, the FEMA camp, the example I see on TikTok is they are setting up right there in North Carolina where the Helene victims are. So you can go see about that on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Liz and I,
You see the United Nations agenda with robotic stuff, and you see
well,
that how they depopulate stuff.
I
It's all there.
the goals. There are these SDG whatever goals, and they're the opposite of everything they say. But Liz and I, we were always talking about sex trafficking.
Trump's going to pull us out of these organizations and stuff, and won't
Well, we
vote for it.
should, because they're not for America. They are not doctors, and they are not our politician elected into office. They are a bunch of evil, wicked leaders who believe in Satan and satanic ritual. That's why they try to depopulate and for all the population under control, their control. So if people have time to go to this website, and you will learn so much about what God has sent people to wake us up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I try to do my part in San Francisco. I campaign for a purpose of educate people about what has been happening in San Francisco, how the snakehead city have been infiltrated, and leading all those sick policy, failing policy, and expand it to California and then go to DC. And it's all passed already.
What does
It's-
everyone
it's
think of
nothing new that
him
we
getting
see.
rid of the Department of Education? What does everyone think of that?
Good. I am all for the vouchers. The parents can take their kids to where they want and where they're comfortable and how healthy they are. Because if you're a mom, I don't know if people are mom or not, but if you're a mom, it takes time to train a child, to protect a child. And it's not like you have a child by, what's that called? Like a cat, a dog, you know? Cat and dogs, they give you happiness, but cat and dog has no soul. Human being has soul. When you
Crystal,
get old,
a link to
your
this.
child will take care of you. That's why God gave us traditional families. That's why I love Trump when Trump saying, you know, God make us a man and a woman. There's only two gender, and he's going to protect the kids. No more LGBTQ transgenderism, mutilation for the kids in school. I love that. Thank God for his braveness to save our nation. I am a traditional family person. I am a woman of God. I am not hiding myself. I campaign for the truth. That's why I'm so grateful. I still get so many votes.
Well, Crystal,
Disregard,
you
they
shared something
suppress
too?
me. Disregard, the
Yeah.
GOP do not endorse
Okay,
me
hold
as a
on.
Republican. They endorse a Democrat. It tells me that the election has been controlled.
You
Jerry,
have to
if you
control it on your side, Crystal.
if you go
Oh.
to the San Francisco GOP, you go to the website and you will see it's recommend their the money laundering system in the election situation.
To talk a bit about this, Crystal.
If people want to know really what's going on with this guy, I give this person a lot of credit. Her name is Renette Steenham, and there's a Substack. You can go on Substack. It's a lot of stuff on there, but it's called Renette Steenham's Foghorn Express Substack. And basically, this is a group of people that have really taken the time to learn how to read this guy. And they taught me through watching some of their videos how to install Flight Radar 24, which is an app. And that way I can tell who is above me because we have so much aircraft above and we have a lot of helicopters constantly and we have a lot of noise all different times. And so I can get the flight numbers and look it up. And I learned it from them. And, you know, the whole thing with all these spraying and all that.
The chemtrailing.
Yeah, the chemtrail and geoengineering.
That's right.
There's something coming up with RFK Jr. and some, it's called NOAA. There's something that he might try to end and help us with. And I heard this update today. She just did a webinar. And so there's a lot of information. It's pretty lengthy, but I'm really happy about seeing how they're talking about this as National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. So there's just a lot of terminology with how they're spraying the sky. But remember when we all got excited when Tennessee passed this legislation and it looked like they were banning, you know, this type of thing, this chemtrail? It turns out I heard some of their video and they were saying the feds came in and they just pretty much are not stopping it. And she says
The feds took it down then.
pretty much. So she says we need to do this on a global scale. We can't just do it state by state, even though New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Tennessee was in on this. We need to, because the wind and a lot of other things, because the White House actually put out a report and passed bills. So people cannot deny this is not happening. You can't be laughed at anymore.
That's right.
For the subject matter, because the White House is giving money to it. And they were just basically giving lots of updates about that on the SAI program, stratospheric aerosol injections, cloud seeding, and how they are, you know, controlling the weather.
Someone
I
said
think the most important thing that they control the sunlight for people not to feel the sunlight. The sunlight is prevented a lot of health issues, like for example, anxiety, depression,
vitamin D.
health issues, healthy skins, you know, healthy looks. That's one of the area I learned. I mean, This is like 3 or 4 years ago when we have gathering. They talk about chemtrail, and then I start
Well,
paying
I think they
attention.
can control the storms too, steer them and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the hub machine, HAA, is that HARP? Is that the
Yeah, Harp.
HAA? Yeah, the hub program.
Yeah.
They control the weather. They control earthquake. They control the ocean. They control a lot of things, and it's all invented by the deep state cabal.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine? You know, we never pay attention. I mean, I never pay attention until this is like to everything's new to me when we have this the pandemic, when we are staying at home and all
Ellen,
everything
do you
that
need to
goes
go?
together. And I learned about chemtrailing, climate change is it's fake, and about also poison us to water and poison us to food, and now I pay attention to food and veggie and air and water. And I think this is about 2 weeks ago, San Francisco, we won a lawsuit about that they have to remove and lower the is that fluoride in the water that they make the kids more what's that called, have health issues and learning
And they
issues.
can't reproduce as well either.
I'm trying-
Makes them sterile, more sterile, unfertile.
You talking about the chemtrailing or the water?
The water,
Oh, the water. It's for the kids.
yes.
That
A
have
lot of the stuff that they're getting in
learning
the
and
water
bring
now.
impact their brain and learning skills.
Yes, that too.
You understand the water in San Francisco? If you have a fish, you put the fish in the water, they immediately die.
Oh yeah, they also have a lot of lead in them and stuff like that. And
Because of
mercury.
the chemical that is not supposed to be in there.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. I don't know. Do you think with Trump coming in, he's going to be able to stop the whole New World Order? Biden's trying to put us in that thing where they can control without any elected officials here doing it, the New World Order. I forget, not the
What?
World Health Organization, but the other one.
Oh, the hell. Oh my gosh. I don't know. A lot of people are
Oh.
talking against that person, that lady he put in control.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. In about 5 minutes, I'm gonna dismiss myself from
Yeah.
this. You guys are ongoingly
Okay.
talking
Some
about.
people are asking about your predictions on the election, if they're going to try to pull something to keep Trump out, or they're going to try to get him out, or set him up, that kind of stuff.
Well, my
They're
understanding.
desperate to get him out.
My understanding, the dark money behind the scene, they will do everything to stop Trump to be inaugurated.
Mhm.
We know that already. We learned it already.
Yeah.
And not only Trump and those people who are helping Trump, who are in the Trump team. So I pray that God miraculously protect each one of the members in the family and the transitioning team. And I also pray for people to wake up from the lying mockingbird media. Keep they labeled. Remember what I just shared with you earlier in San Francisco? The Democratic leaders, they send out memos to the members. Their job is to fight against Trump and his policy, when we waiting for a leader who wanted to protect our nation, protect our children, and rescue the victims from child trafficking and human trafficking, and stop those fentanyl as illegal drugs, and giving money to us. So far, Trump has already talking about he's going to free the January 6 victims. He's going to cap 10%
He has to do
max
that.
for the credit card and all this payment that people facing debt. And he's talking about no tax on tips and overtime. He's talking about no tax on retirement. And he's talking about
Cutting taxes too.
cutting down inflation and everything else. So
Reagan, she's got to go. Reagan,
Yes.
when he came in, he cut the taxes. It was a big fight. Oh, we're going to lose all this money. The government actually took in more money because the growth in the economy made the government take in more money. But they
Oh.
want to tax it so that they can cause this divide. They want to get rid of the middle class.
oh,
Don't
no.
want a
Can
middle
I
class.
say something before I go? I got
Go,
3
quick.
minutes.
Okay.
So, my understanding, remember, I have been a professional social worker for San Francisco government, city and county, and I was wrongfully, terminated because I didn't inject that thing. I'm not going to say it because I got censored
Everybody
in
did.
my website. So I learned it as a social worker. The people who keep fighting Trump that we see, they're evil people, they're sick people, and majority of them, they are misled. If they're not sick, if they're normal, and especially pastors, people in church, they supported a group of pedophilias, and because the media keep bad-mouthing Trump and calling Trump Hitler, Nazi, white supremacy, all those garbage, the mockingbird media feeding the pastors, the church, the leaders in the community, especially the Democrat leaders, I call them, many of them, they demon rats leaders, because nobody, I said it already, nobody in any country would do what Kamala have done to damage our nation with open border and encouraging people to kill their babies by using our public money. At the same time, campaigning for nothing. It's good for us. They keep talking about progressive. What progressive about? You tell me. Everything we face, there's nothing good that I see. This are only a couple things that I see. They want illegal drugs to be legalized, and the people stealing stuff and criminalized into a good.
That's to
And
ruin society.
it's not an abnormal society. It's a society
No,
of
ruin it.
lawlessness that I've seen. So I'm so grateful that God answered our prayers. I'm one of those intercessors and praying that thank God that we finally get a leader who are willing. But this is my warning to all the people. Warning, okay? Warning. Do not depend on Trump alone. Can save this country.
Absolutely.
We have to stand up in all cities, states, and counties to do our
This is
part.
over.
Trump is only one person. Trump is not God. Trump cannot replace God. But we, the people, can work with him together. We will turn this nation, revive this nation, and protect our children, protect our family, traditional family, and put back the Bible into our school, into our government, and our family. Because this nation was found by God and godly people and biblical principles. That's my take. I got to go.
Okay.
I have another prayer meeting.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, bye, Ellen. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Ellen.
One thing I want to say is to everybody who's concerned about Trump and his well-being, I am too, and I'm afraid that they will try to assassinate him. What I do see going on is Elon Musk has put a robotic dog there. It is armed and it's walking around, the premises of where Trump lives at Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago.
I don't know if everybody's probably seen it because it's just so
I seen it earlier today. Yeah.
and it's armed, and there are scenarios like this in place. I do know.
I think the main thing about the dog walking around, it can detect hidden people better.
Right.
Even with people with camouflage on and stuff, with body temperature and that kind of stuff.
And strangely enough, they had these monkeys that escaped some lab in South Carolina, like 43 monkeys, right when the election stuff was going on. And so I was like, are they trying to steal the thunder? Is this another story? But one thing that I picked up from that is that they were using thermal imaging to go find these monkeys. And so they've retrieved like half of them. But thermal imaging is also a tool out of their, they have access to this stuff and satellite, and they have body doubles. And I already caught Elon Musk with one of those 5-second skin masks on, and he didn't even try to hide it. I have that queued up for a show that I'm going to do. And what it is you can clearly see along his neck. You can see the mask, and I'm aware of these ones that you peel off your head. And
so you don't think it was really him?
No, it was not. Somebody.
So they're doing like a body double type.
So
thing,
I thought, well, this is kind of scary in some ways, but maybe not.
I think he's definitely helped Trump get elected. There was
got him out in double.
Probably wasn't him alone. I mean,
I don't really know. Like they got stuff that I think we don't know about. And so maybe, I was thinking, is that bad? But maybe it's kind of okay. They're doing such big stuff. I don't know.
Well, I like the border guy that he's got coming back there on the border and sending people back. He has no words on
Well, it seems like they've got badass people. I mean, surrounded them and everywhere. And
he learned from the first time who to trust and who not to, somewhat,
Oh, most definitely. And that's exactly why God did not let him have this consecutive term, because he was around vipers. And they're not even letting certain people that I thought would go in, and they're finding out stuff about them.
Yeah, where'd the 15 million voter just go between 20?
Yeah,
He's seen that, the huge spike there. He got way above Obama and all that.
I mean, the 15 million is missing, and we're afraid that they're trying to throw them in here in California. That's what we're kind of thinking.
Well, they brought at least that in the illegals coming in, but I guess they didn't all get out and vote so much.
I think they're sneaking that in. One thing I forgot was trying to find a second ago was another website for people to go to and learn about what's happening in our weather. Climate Viewer has Jim Lee, who is also with Renette, and they are talking about stuff in the sky. Climate Viewer, I think it's .com.
Do you think we'll be able to stop them?
Well, they're educating people so that we will get involved. It's not going to be probably who you would think. It would be me sitting here making a call. I'm calling the Federal Aviation Office.
That's why they want to censor us.
I am
reporting
these damn annoying aircraft, helicopters, or whatever they are. I'm calling this person. I already met somebody. I know his name, and I'm calling. And he says one other person's calling, but we need to call and complain about this because this is falling down on our cars. It's so obvious.
What's there a way of like getting a sample off the cars so you can tell what?
That's right. She educates people how to catch this sampling, but they were actually paying for the labs. They were at one point just.
So they were telling you false information from.
No, they were having us send it in, and they were paying for it, and they.
Oh, okay. I thought they were telling lies to you.
They've gotten some. They've really moved. They've been doing.
But what's in this stuff?
A long time, huh?
So what kind of stuff is in there? I know they put
mercury,
aluminum in it.
Aluminum, mercury, things that I can't pronounce because they're just these words, and that proves
it's really just shorten our lives, right?
And a lot of it is just plain old jet fuel coming down from the jets flying over us, which is very poisonous. Very poisonous.
You think the way they got them burning now, they'd be much more efficient?
See, I think lots of things, but they have to probably be really careful about how they state this because they're such a big representation.
I thought they'd be running better, more fuel efficient, but maybe they are mixing stuff in with that stuff too. I don't know.
They're trying to really come against this. They're really the only group I can tell people that are hitting at this mountain of demonic oppression, and it is global. It's in the States, but it's also out there. It's a United Nations agenda, and so our country, has hope now. I think with this new administration leaving.
Well, he wants to pull us out of NATO. He might even pull us out of the UN, and I think that might be a good thing. So there won't be any part of the new world order because they want the UN to rule over us without us even voting for that stuff.
UN is stationed right there in New York.
Yeah, I know.
They have a station.
I protested there, believe it or not.
Oh, you did? Wow.
Yeah.
Did they have that beast-like statue stay up, or did they take it down? Do you know?
I don't remember seeing a statue. I forget. We were on the New York side. New York Street. I think there's a street right near there called New York Street or something like that. We were protesting on that street. They wouldn't let us go around to the front of it. I remember. So you're protesting against Obama and him supplying ISIS through Turkey and all that kind of stuff with the Kurdish people and that were fighting against ISIS. These people with almost nothing. I got a story. There was a video out of these women fighters, some of them, because they have a women's crew, YPG and YPG and YPJ. And what they did is they took a World War I cannon and they mounted it on a vehicle so it was shooting straight up. And Obama was supposedly helping the Iraqi army, but they were dropping these tanks in by parachutes, and it was going over to ISIS, and they were hitting these nice, decent tanks. Not our best, but good ones. And so what they were doing, they were shooting a cannon way up in the air, and the way to take out the tanks was to have the bomb come straight down on the top of the tanks, and there'd be like ladies up on top of the hill with the binoculars saying, "So many yards to the right, so many deeper," or so, and they were hitting the tanks and taking them out with a World War I gun. These women were, So
Wow.
and these women, because these guys are nutcake Muslims. If they die from a woman, they go to hell or something like that. So they don't want to die from a woman,
Wow. Interesting.
Anyways, yeah. So that's what we were protesting. Anyways, and Obama wanted the war. He wanted the war. He let a lot of these fighters were both the Gray Wolves from Turkey and the Baathists that he let out of prison after the Gulf War. He let all the Baathists that were Saddam Hussein's guys out of the prisons, and they formed. That's what started ISIS.
Oh wow.
The Arab Spring. Remember the Arab Spring? He wanted all those countries in uproar. Then they make a lot of defense money.
Yeah, what I see is, God's just been holding back New World Order, and He did it again, and we just need to keep, in prayer.
Are we going to win this battle or what?
We won it already. We
won the battle. I don't know about the war.
we're in a victory state, and we need to not let our guard down, but we definitely need to celebrate our victory. And I feel that we are in store for a victory, and I do believe Trump is going to do a great job.
That's quite a while between now until he gets inaugurated yet. So fingers crossed. I know that. So,
Yeah.
now, are you going to be able to save your state? What's the status of your state?
I think
you had some elections, local ones. Did you win in the state legislator things? And
I kept up with some. It looks like Michelle still won, and they're still tallying some votes. But when I looked at the counties, around Orange County, it does appear that a lot of Democrats stayed in.
Really? Because on election night, it looked awful red.
Oh, no, the presidential, race was incredible.
No. I was looking at the districts for the House seats and all that kind of stuff, and then one by one, and they're gradually turning blue.
We took some. We definitely went red on some of them.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them still up in dispute.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're going to keep the election going until they win, type thing.
It's been 7 days, and they're still counting ballots. Yeah.
Why?
I know. My husband informed me that they did in Texas in one day. We know why.
In Florida, they do it in about an hour.
Wow.
They have like 99.5% of their results done in an hour. They just have some the ones that they have to hand look at the signatures. What do they call that? But then what are you looking at?
I'm looking at the U.S. Senate and the election results in California. Oh, the House. I said the wrong thing. I need
the House. Yeah. There's still a lot up for grabs. They're still fighting.
House.
Yeah, I think we barely have the House right now, but they've been taking legal challenges and everything on some of them.
It's like you need the House.
If they get the House, they can impeach him right away. As soon as he comes in.
Oh God, I hope that does.
Day one, they can impeach him. They're going to try to use the a felon thing too. Oh, you heard the news that the judge is taking more time to decide what he's going to sentence.
We thought that it was dropped. A lot of cases like the Jack Smith stuff and a lot of the things that were being dropped because they can't go after him now.
Well, they're going to lose anyways, even in the upper courts. But I know they'd love to get handcuffs on him again. And maybe have something happen to him while that happens,
Yeah, there's people winning it's really good. So there's a lot of districts, and it looks like I need to look at this, but there's a lot.
A lot are still red, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like Orange County area kind of got better. For a while it was 100% red on election night.
Good. Yeah. I've seen
next morning it looked like we were going to pick up like many more seats. Like the Democrats are going to have like 100, 180 seats, and now they're up to 201 or something like that.
I've got to look at that.
There's about 20 in many districts. Alaska's still up being fought for up there, whether it's going to be Republican or Democrat. And a House seat there is the whole state. You know, the Republicans ahead by 1 or 2.5 points, but they're contesting it. You know, the Democrats are. They're desperate to get the House right now. The sooner the better. They want to impeach him. And if they flip the House in the midterms, if it's real close now, that would be easy for them to flip. They're going to impeach him again.
The Associated Press took forever to call the final swing state, and that was, we know, I think it was it Arizona or was it Nevada?
Yeah.
And they waited forever for those two, and
Michigan.
Trump took all 7
Yep.
of them and won 312 electoral votes.
Now, how does he do that and him not having a big sweep in the House? How does that happen?
And won the popular vote. Last time I looked, it was 74.8 million. And they had Kamala, her popular vote grew from 65. Now they have her up to probably past 70 at this point. But Trump is 4 or 5, million ahead. But as the days tally, and they keep doing this, they are adding to that. But they can't rob Trump. He's won 312.
They've ordered him. Yeah. Well, there's an email that's going around from her supposedly that they were going to contest a lot of these swing state ones from her, but I think she's trying to raise money though.
That makes sense.
Yeah, she's asking for donations, for us to contest it.
They cannot undo what has been done. Okay.
Yeah.
The unburdened thing was all communism talk.
It's exactly a line from communism.
So basically, people didn't even know that, and I learned that on TikTok, where you learn everything.
Yeah.
But they protect.
Well, they want to shut all that down on us. They don't want us to see all that stuff.
But Trump won. He said he was going to keep it in place.
Free speech, all that kind of stuff.
It would have been gone.
Well, he's learned a lot from 4 years before. He's learned a lot since then. He's seen what they're doing, and he's putting good people around him. Even Tulsi Gabbard, I think, is going to be a good person around him. I don't know what you think. Bad pass, but I think she's saying the right stuff now. I don't really know.
I saw some bad stuff, but the one thing that I saw is where Trump is going to go after the censorship with us, and actually, if we are shadow banned,
go after the agencies that were forcing.
They have to tell us why. So let's say, they have to tell me why. Why am I shadow banned on Twitter? Or why am I shadow banned here on Facebook? Because I have over 6,000 followers and I have 4, or 3 likes. So everybody's.
I'm blocked on Twitter. We're being watched on Twitter because of Ellen's account. Actually, 30 people are over there watching. Or on her Twitter. So
how did you find out you were being watched by 30 people? Because I know I'm being watched. People tell me.
Oh, let me share this screen. I can. I guess I got to share it at the same time.
I'm going to grab something. I'll be right back.
Well, some platforms you can tell how many are seeing, and then other ones like Winkman, you can't tell unless you go over to it. Yeah, I can see over on Winkman who's watching how many we got. Let me refresh the page.
I'm going to
try. We have 162 over there. So 164. I'm sorry. Let me share the screen. It's going to look like we're in a tunnel, but that's the only way I can do it to show you.
Or you could show me after the show, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe people that don't make videos don't.
Can you see up in this corner right here? It's saying right now 29 from her account.
I can't really.
It was up at 30 just a little while ago. Can you see where I'm highlighting that? It's very small, I'm sure. Way up, right corner area.
Right corner or the left?
Oh, it'd be your left, yeah.
Okay.
You see where I'm highlighting right there?
Yeah, yes, I do.
See how there's 29 there on the X?
Yeah.
That's her account on X. YouTube, no one's watching. No one on Facebook right now. But although you did have some people on Facebook on your account there watching, so I'm sure you'll get a number there. Let me stop sharing because that's like a tunnel thing. But yeah. So
I thought you meant watching your.
Oh, that's just one of the platforms, not all of them.
I thought you meant watching as in how you were being spied on. That's what I thought you
meant. No.
How did you find that out? I meant your spying.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably could figure out.
Because I figured it had to be somebody on staff coming after those people that are shadow banned. Somebody would be appointed to my account, Ellen's account, and they would be in charge of keeping us not seen.
Oh,
That's right.
Roperzilla said hi and new Ropezilla. I'm not sure how to say it. On Rumble saying hi. And it's, where to find you?
Oh,
Are you on Rumble? You're on Rumble, right?
I'm on Rumble under Promo Girl 07, but I
Give
had
her a follow.
Promo Girl 07, and here on Facebook under my name, Crystal Myers Barber, and my YouTube account was restored 3 weeks ago after 3.5 years. So I'm actually
Would you have to appeal, or did they just
appealed it? I appealed it
Okay.
accidentally. I didn't even realize I did. And it's under Crystal Myers Barber. So if you go there, I have some rallies from last weekend from Huntington Beach, Trump Victory Party. But
They're so strict though. I got YouTube and I don't use it,
Yeah, a lot of my videos are 3 or 4 years ago. So it looked like it's strange. Yes, I appealed it. And it seems like this was a victorious time for a lot of people. I was showing them how to appeal. And I had one pastor, I helped him appeal his account, and he got 70,000 followers back because of me.
Oh wow, 70,000.
70,000. They had taken him down. So we're in a
Well, now he came back at 70,000. If he starts doing lives, are 70,000 going to watch him automatically, or some of the ones you lose are because of them losing their account. So that's losing a follower when they lose their account.
I wondered about some people. Yeah.
So because I came back. Well, I lost 22 or 23, 22 YouTube channels. So I gave up on it eventually.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'm very. I'm not.
I refuse to. I'm not speak about the jab, the election, steal, all that kind of stuff. Actually, I took them all back, but I hacked my way back in. I made one. So,
that's funny.
I made my account back on there. So there is a YouTube. In fact, I can show you. I got one, but it's
that's funny. Jerry, don't mess with Jerry.
Yeah, well, I'm supposed to be banned from YouTube. Here, I'll show you. I got a couple.
I started a digital. I created a person, a human, and I started a new account on Twitter because I was so damn mad with what they were doing to me, and I already have almost as many followers as me, and so
really,
I am under. I think Crystal Light. It's gonna be so impossible.
So this is my 22 channel 22. I think I got a 22 23 also. I'm going to switch accounts. I do it from brand accounts once you do get a switch account. Let's see some of these I've tried to go to and I wouldn't be able to go to them anymore. This is ones I had, a lot of these they all went down. The second Biden was sworn in, they took a lot of them. I was but they've been taking them away.
People don't know this, but the Supreme Court actually sided with the White House, and this would be Biden's administration, to suppress us here on social media, Facebook and everything. So we are still under that. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of Biden's administration to be able to shadow ban us on here on Facebook.
Really? Oh, yes. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I did. That was a little while back, right?
People were celebrating some victory, but they forgot about that the Supreme Court's, and that's why we're still being banned by stuff.
Yeah, I got one here, not that 72 subscribers. Whoa, big deal. Not too many. So anyways, so I can't even use it because I do a video and it almost within 30 minutes it's gone, and they block you for a week or whatever. And I have it so I can view other people and stuff like that. And once in a while I'll upload one too that's pretty mild, but you can't say the wrong thing up there. They're still really strict, It was on Twitter, but they're blocking me from going live on Twitter now.
Oh yeah, they blocked me a while back.
You can't go live on Twitter either?
I could until I did some video with somebody. I'm trying to remember who it was.
It wasn't that long ago, right? They're still doing it. The people working for them are still leftists,
Oh, they are. And there's less of them, but they somehow use probably AI to do a clean sweep. And I haven't been successful to try to, get in there and try to resolve what they're doing to me. And same thing with Truth Social. Truth Social has banned me from day one. when I signed up.
Wow, True Social.
Yes.
That's surprising.
Yes.
That would be Trump's people. I'm on True Social, but I don't do much there.
They banned.
I'll share a link once in a while, that kind of stuff.
I should call them or try to reach out, but I can never use
Well, maybe when Trump gets in there and what's probably happening is there's government agencies that are contacting these social providers, and
You want to see?
This person's bad. I think
I'm
they're
gonna come
doing
back over. I'm going to share this so people can see I actually made this person. This person is not real, but it is me.
Okay, share it up on the
You
screen.
follow me over here. I look so good. Look at me. Crystal light. There I am. And I'm actually going to bring my digital human to life soon because I hobby this. This is my new hobby. And so people have done this, and
is that really a picture of you? It's a while back.
Well, I created this person. This person is like AI generated. And so what people are doing,
it doesn't look that much different than you, though.
Hallelujah. Thanks, Jerry. But what I'm telling you is people are creating these, I guess you call them human avatars, and they're bringing them to life, and they're making so much money on Instagram and other places, or YouTube.
In the future, it'll be really hard to distinguish between one and the other.
Yeah, I would never take a picture of myself and do that whole thing. I would never clone myself. This is I would never advise anybody to clone your voice. I wouldn't clone myself. But I am getting followers, and because on my account under Promo Girl 07, they won't let me have any followers. So I already have 118. I haven't even tried. It's funny.
I'm seeing if I'm trying to find it. I can't find you yet. Crystal Light. Did I spell it right?
Well, they gave me some number at Crystal 320622108. I don't know how to edit that out. But
because there was probably other people under Crystal, Crystal
so Light. I don't know if you can type Crystal Light and Crystal Space Light. I don't know.
I did type that.
I don't know. But
maybe I got to make it one word.
I noticed to also get better news feeds. And I've been suppressed just in getting news on my regular account. This is almost like a whole new universe.
Can you send me the link in private chat here? Because I want to follow you there.
Okay. Profile. I think I'm having fake followers, so back. It's kind of funny.
You're just Crystal. If I were to look you up, it would be Crystal 32 whatever, right?
Yeah, at Crystal 32062. I'll copy the link, bring it over if they'll let me. But we have to do things. What we're doing here is we're trying to get around the system sometimes just to try to find news or I tell you what, if you really want to follow me somewhere fun, is TikTok.
I don't do TikTok. That's the one I don't do. You can't record anything very long there at TikTok.
I don't know how to send this to you. I'll get it to you later. But
you're in the private chat. You can copy and paste it there.
Okay, let's just get out of this. But TikTok, I'm under Promo Girl 07 or Crystal Myers. Just start typing my name in Barb. I think they're hiding me there too. But I tell you what, I'm having a great time.
I start typing in prom and it comes up for me, but I don't know if it will for anyone else.
Promo Girl.
Yeah, for finding you there. Some people were asking over on LinkedIn earlier. Some of them have said good night though. It's getting late for us East Coasters. It's 11.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for having me on. It's been fun.
You later send it in Facebook link or whatever. I can't find you on Twitter. Okay.
Oh, no problem. Well, I just have it there.
Oh, you just send it in private chat?
Private chat. There it is.
Oh, okay.
There it is. Let me paste it.
Yeah, I was going to click on it in the meantime and follow you.
Sorry. Okay.
You can follow me back if you want. There we go.
Oh yeah, definitely will. You'll be the only real follower I have.
Only real follower?
Everybody else is digital avatar.
I'm just saying, hi, Patriot.
Okay, definitely.
Over there. I'll post to you for now. Well, that way I can also tag some more things to you. Because I've been using the prom thing. I don't know if you've been seeing it once in a while. I'll put your name on something. You seen that birth thing, right?
I try not to.
No, that birth thing I sent you.
It's too late. I try to not look at negative news late.
I sent it to you earlier tonight.
Hmm.
I think you looked at it.
Yeah, I tried not to. Oh, it was too hard.
Oh, you did see it though.
A
Part
little
of
bit.
it.
It's some
Yeah.
stuff is
There's
too
a
hard.
baby underneath water pretending the guy was giving birth.
I can't. Oh, really? Oh God, no, I can't.
Yeah, and they pulled the baby out from underneath the water. I'm surprised the little baby
I didn't know what
drown.
it was. I was like, I can't see
It was
this.
2 dudes. It was 2 dudes.
Oh, you're kidding. God, no. I didn't know what they were doing. I was like, no.
Oh no, you see a baby being pulled out of the water, supposedly as if he was giving birth and he wasn't.
Is this what
In
we
their
have
head.
to come against? This is almost too easy. Like, I mean, some of the stuff is not complicated. You know, men cannot have babies. They did the avatar with the little pregnant men. That made me so mad. That was back in 2022. This is a lie from the pit of hell.
I don't know. You got to see that video. It's like, what the hell are they doing? And then you figure out they're pulling the baby out of the water because they did it inside a pool thing, you know.
No.
And they had the baby submerged under the water, pretending he was giving birth to him.
Oh, gee, no. Can't.
They're so mental. And then this kid's gonna grow up messed up. Well, I know you probably got to run in that, so I held you here too long. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It was a great time. We had a great time. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for talking about the chemtrails. I know I was bugging you about trying to get you on there with Ellen because you wanted to talk about the chemtrails. And I sent you the link for that. So hopefully. Okay. Good
All right,
luck. God bless. And everyone pray. We got to get through this next so many days and get them in there without being shot. Maybe then we'll actually get something done because nothing's done yet. You know?
So true. We just have to pray.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to my church tomorrow night. We pray every single Wednesday night. It's a small group. I really advise everybody that is a believer in Jesus to get in a group, a small group, 12 people or less. You will be very effective in the kingdom of light. I want to encourage you to get involved and be involved that way. Your prayers do matter, and you can keep, keep protected.
He's got to do something about this election law, though. He's got to.
Yeah.
I don't know what can be done because it's a state thing, but voter ID is the first thing he can do. But then close the borders.
Mm-hmm.
All right. God bless everyone. Bye bye. Thank you.